Welcome back. Finally got myself something to be busy with, I guess. Been a little while. Haven't had freight for not to lie, about a week and a half, maybe close to 2 weeks. But so now I'm picking up some carpet padding, and it's going to go to Wenatchee tomorrow morning delivery. So I'm picking up towards the end of the day now. I'm gonna sleep at home and wake up early squirrely in the morning. I'm gonna go deliver that. It's like I gotta check mileage, how much it is to Wenatchee. It ain't much. It's under 200 miles for sure. Load pays $500, so pretty good pay for this time of the year, this economy, and these current load prices. Because I'm surprised we got it, honestly, for that price. But hey, we do a lot of work for these guys, so maybe that's why. Tells me how bad out of shape I am. I don't know about this lady. Maybe she does this every day, maybe not. Maybe once in a while, maybe sometimes throughout the day. I don't know. But I'm not. I thought I was better than that, honestly. I got no words right now. Whew. Sweating, huffing, puffing, all that stuff. But I've always been huffing and puffing, honestly. Not as bad as this. You know, I'm almost 40 years old, but I also have asthma too, so. But even though with asthma, I thought I was better than this. This is just. Part of me wants to cut this part out, but part of me still wants you guys to know that, hey, if you experience this and you really don't have asthma, then that tells you how bad of shape you are if you would be like me. I mean, there's 40 rolls, and they went in here pretty quick. I mean, one after another, bam, 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 bam. I have no words. I gotta work on myself. I thought I was better than this, honestly. I really did. Whew. Tomorrow I'll see what time I'm leaving. I'm not sure exactly yet. It's gonna be early in the morning because I think it's due. Actually, no, they gave me until 10 o'clock to deliver this. So I could leave 6 or 7, whatever, and get there. That's what I'm gonna do. There's no point for me to get up bright and squirrely in the morning just to get there ASAP. I might even enjoy my rest today at home. Welcome back into the new morning. The more, I'll tell you this, I'll start it with this. The more you sleep, the longer you sleep, not the more. The longer you sleep, the harder it is to wake up. That's the truth. So my thoughts were, get up early, go get it done, come back in the office, take care of paperwork, do all this stuff, like be back as soon as possible. Well, then I start sleeping, and when you wake up like at anywhere between 3 and 4 every single day, all day for years and years and years, and you're on your feet for the most part, and up and working at 8 a.m. already, it's, you know, it's different to sleep in longer, because then it's really hard to get up. So that being said, I was rolling around until it was 7 o'clock, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to go, but now it's time to go. You know, this is it. So I got up at 7, made my coffee, and headed out. So I haven't even put it in the GPS yet, but I'll be there like right at that cutoff time. The time that I don't recommend people doing this. I hate when drivers do that. Cut it super close within, you know, minutes to delivery. It's not good. I don't recommend it, and it's my first time doing that myself, actually. I know that, you know, you have direct deliveries, and you'll have you're giving out ETAs that you're supposed to meet, so you're doing all you can to meet that ETA that you provided. But here's a little different, so I usually don't do this. I usually give myself like half an hour or an hour of my extra time. But this time I thought, well, if it goes to, I don't know exactly where it goes. It's either a job site or a store. But if it's a store, they most likely probably don't open till 10 o'clock anyways. And why am I going to show up over there too early? So those were my thoughts. And I was just, you know, in the end, I was too lazy to just get up. I really was. When you're getting up at 4, 3 every day, all day, for years and years, getting up at 7 o'clock, I should have gotten up early, but I don't know if they would unload me. That's the point. And when you are sleeping in that late, all the way up until like 7 o'clock, it's really hard to get up. If I had somebody else to jump in that van and go take it for me, I really would give it to somebody else and have somebody else go do it today, because I wanted to sleep in. Maybe it's the rain, I don't know. Beautiful area here. I actually like Wenatchee area. I like the hills. I like the river here. I like the mountains here. That there's some snow up on top here and there. It's nice. It's beautiful looking. The only thing I don't like is when you're dealing with rain out here. We don't deal with it often, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes they do get snow. You know, it's not common, but it's not uncommon. It's, you know, if you guys live here in Wenatchee, write it in the comments. How many times a year do you guys actually get snow? Like snow that actually sticks to the ground. Let me know. I remember on the blue van, I came here one time to pick something up. Drove all the way from Seattle empty to pick up something next day, and it ended up not showing up and canceling and all that. So then I had to drive home all the way to Spokane empty as well, because that was a Saturday, so it was the weekend. And yeah, anyway, that was a something I remember from back then. This is a crosswalk. Nobody's at the crosswalk. Interesting people all standing there for no reason. I think I might have, no, this is to the right. I thought I was here before at this store, but no, it's a different location. Anyways, if you guys haven't checked out Wenatchee yet, check it out. The place of the orchards. I was wondering why my GPS wasn't picking up the address. It's a brand new apartment complex. That's why. So I've called the contact. He's going to send somebody down here to unload me. So they'll get our guys down there and we'll get you unloaded. You guys see that bucket and this telehandler? Everything's going to go into that, and they're going to throw it up in there and unload it somewhere in one of those apartments. So that's how the unloading process is going to go. I thought they would want to carry it somewhere, you know, up the stairs and up to the, wherever it goes. No way. Technology and smarts. Well, you guys saw everything. It's up to you to decide whether what I do or what this, you know, basically what the income is for what I just did. If that's good income or not good, somebody may be making more doing something else somewhere else. Hey, that's great, guys. I don't put out these videos to make somebody feel bad or make somebody feel good, really good about something. This is just straight up truth, daily, you know, daily life of somebody in my shoes, or another driver, like, you know, like this shoes. Not everybody posts everything, and not everybody has the same kind of income, same week, same month either. So it all comes down to, you know, the luck of the draw sometimes, the blessing that somebody has, how they drive, you know, how much they sleep, how much they don't want to sleep, how much somebody needs to sleep. Somebody needs to sleep more, somebody needs to sleep less, you know, and feel the same way or even better than somebody who overslept or something like that. So just so you guys know, you know, you guys can decide. I loaded yesterday. We were bidding this load last week, and last week, I guess, you know, maybe they thought maybe they could have another truck or whatever. It happens often with this, with the flooring stuff. So sometimes the contacts don't answer. Sometimes the contacts can't receive the stuff. Sometimes they just don't need it and say, well, we don't need it right now. We don't have the room and things like that. So it's starting to snow. Like wet snow, big flakes. You guys see that coming down? And I said earlier, this place doesn't really get much snow. How about that? Well, today's my lucky day then. So loaded yesterday. They wanted delivery this morning. I made the delivery this morning. I got a 3-hour drive back still. So yesterday, technically, I waited to get loaded. I got loaded, so I couldn't take anything else, obviously. So yesterday's day and today's half a day for $500. Somebody might say that's a lot. Somebody might say that's nothing. Somebody might say that's half of my weekly income. That's really good. So it's up to you guys. Minus fuel, it's 160 miles from my house to here. 160 back. So $90, $80 worth of fuel, even less than that worth of fuel, plus food. So call it 90, call it whatever, 80, call it 100, whatever you guys want to do. So in the end, worst case scenario, $400 is the take home. I call it good. In these times, in this economy, in this bad freight world right now that we live in, that's really good. How it's going to be later on, we don't know. So I'm just thankful for the day that God gave us today, for the income that we received today, for the drivers that are still on the road being busy. You know, right now is the kind of time where if you're wanting to be a driver, you guys got to be prepared. You guys got to know. You guys almost got to like sitting around sometimes, because there will be those days where you wait a day, maybe 2 days for a load somewhere. Maybe you think you're going to move to a better spot and you move and nothing happened the next day either. You know, that's just the world we live in. It's oversaturated. People are still on the road. People are trying to make that money, and who knows? Who knows what it's going to be in 24? Nobody knows. I get asked that question all the time. It's kind of like, I don't know, guys. The rates change because basically the rates have a lot to do with the availability of the vehicle in that area as well. And if a semi truck, and if you're trying to overcharge just because you're some guy sitting somewhere, guess what? There's a semi truck that's going to go for $1, $20, $50. A semi for the same thing that you wanted to do. So, and if it's within hours of service for a logbook, 11 hours, and he can clear it, and he can make the timing, then he's going to get that load, and he might even beat your Sprinter rate. So you never know. Like, some people think that they, it's still the days of the dollar something a mile. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. And if you think there is, then, in the end, broker needs to receive a rate depending on the area you're in, depending on the load, depending on how much competition is there, is $1 or under $1 a mile. He needs to receive the rate. That way they're adding something else, and then, the customer gets that ending rate. So we have to come in at under $1 a mile with everything, with your price, with our price, and everything else. That's just talking about generic basic loads that have, don't have much deadhead or anything else. We do pay the deadhead too, so a lot of times you guys might go, well, I make my dollar something, and I get taken out 15 or 20% from my employer, and then you still have to go, 50, 75, 100 miles more sometimes to your pickup or to your, delivery, then have to deadhead out of there sometimes, at your own cost or at your own mileage as an owner-operator. We cover that. I'm not saying come to Eagle Express because we cover everything. No, don't get the wrong idea. I'm just saying that with the rates that I'm talking about, we cover all that kind of stuff.